This is the 1994 Motorola team bike, as used by Lance Armstrong the year after he won the World Championships in 1993. And if you're not a fan of Lance Armstrong, think of it as the Sean Yates team bike. It features Columbus TSX tubing and has got this fantastic red, white and blue livery running through the frame. This bike is built around the Dura Ace 7400 series group set, and it features a bit of a mix of components because the rear derailleur is the 7402 model, whereas the cranks are all the way at the 7410 version. They feature 170mm crank arms and 39 53 tooth chain rings. They also have got these fantastic Dura Ace SPD pedals. At the rear, we've got a cassette instead of the more traditional freewheel, and this is one of the first bikes to use this setup, and it gives a far greater range of gearing options. The rims are Ambrosio synthesis, and again, these are brand new. They've never even been braked on. Laced to these wheels are Shimano Dura Ace hubs, and the tubular tyres are again brand new Wolber Strada 80s. Sticking at the rear of the bike, we've just got to take a look at these incredible brake calipers. And these are the 7403 model and are one of the first models to feature a dual pivot system, very similar to what's used today. Moving on to the front of the bike, we've got this incredibly beautiful Cinelli Gramo titanium stem, 120mm long. The bars are Cinelli Giro d'Italia models, and these are 42 centimeters wide. The bar tape is this incredibly rare Cinelli cork, which is perfectly in keeping with the spec of this bike. It's got the dual control Shimano total integration levers, and this was one of the early bikes to use this system, not the first, but it's incredible to see the sort of similar technology that's used today. The stem isn't the only titanium component on this bike, because the saddle is the Salitalia Flight, which also features titanium rails. This is attached to a Dura Ace fluted seat post. That is incredible, that. A nice little feature on this bike are the exact replica stickers along the top tube, showing the sponsors such as Motorola and American Airlines. Also, there's nice little stickers down on the Ambrosio synthesis rims, showing that this is a Motorola cycling team bike replica. This is one of the first bikes, if not the first bike, to feature sealed cartridge bearings in both the headset and the bottom bracket. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice a couple of deviations from the original team spec, but this is as close as you'll likely get to an exact Motorola Team Eddy Merckx from 1994, in the same spec as ridden by Armstrong in the World Champions jersey. However, it was the year before, in 1993, when he earned those rainbow bands, having already won 10 single day and stage races before that breakthrough victory at the World Road Race Champion. It was also the same year he took his first stage win at the Tour de France before retiring after stage 12. Although, let's not mention Armstrong and the Tour de France in the same sentence too much. 1994 saw Armstrong racing in the World Champions jersey, taking second place at the Tour DuPont, a race previously called the Tour de Trump, as it was supported by none other than Donald Trump himself, a man whose opinions and morals divide people even more so than Lance Armstrong. Building a bike of this spec is a huge job, and every part is as crucial as the next. I know Lance Armstrong isn't everyone's cup of tea, but surely we can all agree this is a truly amazing looking machine. In terms of the collection this bike is from, it's as far into the 90s as the owner goes, but what an iconic bike to finish on. Let's see what a bike from 1994 weighs in at. Zero these. There. 9.74 kilograms. Pretty good for 1994. Next up, crucially, we've got our freehub sound check. So let's give this a go. Let's get this up to speed. Oh, I like that. That sounds very modern. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at this iconic Motorola team bike from 1994. Why not let us know your thoughts on this bike in the comment section down below? And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to GCN Tech. See you later.